Hey y'all, it's Shakila, your stay-at-home mom and trucker's wife. So tonight I was making dinner for my husband and kids. My husband is actually home from work, so I was trying to get a dinner started for him and the kids. I decided on some shrimp Alfredo. Kids love Alfredo. My husband does too, so it was an easy go-to. So my shrimp was already peeled and cleaned, and I had the water on for my pasta. So I went ahead and I seasoned my shrimp. I used onion powder, garlic powder, slap your mama, and some original dash season. They're always my go-to seasons when I'm cooking. So I seasoned the shrimp up nice, and then I tossed them in the pan so they can get pink. Let them cook first because I'm going to use the sauce from these shrimp for my Alfredo. I'm going to use this pan. I'm not going to, wash this pan or nothing like that. I'm going to, keep this pan with all of the, seasons and everything in it. My Pyrex right here, this is my go-to when I'm baking, my Pyrex. I'm going to add my Alfredo to this. Once I'm done mixing it all together, I'm going to add it to this and toss it in the oven for like 10-15 minutes. I picked panini noodles. I love the panini noodles. If my kids had a choice, it would have been spaghetti noodles, but we're going to go with panini tonight. Here's the shrimp. Most of them are looking done. It's just a couple of them that aren't all the way pink. So I'm just going to toss these around, get them all pink, get them all cooked, sauteed and everything. And once they're sauteed, I'm going to go ahead and transfer them to a bowl. But I'm going to keep the sauce at the bottom of the pan, in the bottom of the pan. There we go. I want the sauce in the pan because that sauce right there is going to give my Alfredo some seasoning, some flavor. I want it to have some flavor. I don't want it to, taste bland or nothing like that. My shrimp were cooked and sat to the side while I was preparing everything else. The pasta was actually cooking, so that had about 5-10 more minutes, to be fully cooked before I can drain that. My Alfredo sauce was thickening up. It was ready to go. So all I'm doing is waiting for the pasta. Once the pasta was actually done, I just went ahead and dumped that. Once I dumped the pasta, I went ahead and I got to mixing everything together. Right here, I'm just, continuing to mix my Alfredo sauce. I don't want it sticking to the bottom of the pan. I'm just making sure nothing's sticking. I'm going to continue to mix this, just, keep it in rotation while I'm waiting for the pasta in the pot. So there's my pasta all drained and ready to go. I'm going to add the Alfredo sauce to the pasta. And I'm going to mix it. Then I'm going to add the shrimp to the pasta. And there we go. These are my dishes. I threw the dishes in the sink. But what I do is I clean as I go. I clean as I go. It makes it much easier for me. So I don't have a bunch of dishes once I'm done cooking. Because listen, once you're done cooking, you don't feel like washing dishes. I love the Dawn Platinum. That is my dish liquid. So I put everything in the dishwasher when I'm done washing. I very rarely use my dishwasher. Like, very rarely use it. If I have to, I will. But I'm more of I'm going to wash my dishes by hand type of girl. So I just store my wet dishes in there and I let them dry in there. I put the Alfredo in the pan. Everything's mixed together. And I sit that in the pan, I'm going to add a little bit of cheese on top of that. Once I add the cheese, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. There's the cheese. It's not melted yet. I'm going to just show you what it looked like before it hits the oven. There we go. And it's out of the oven. Cheese melted, looking good. There we go. Just how I like it. I'm just looking at this. The cheese is melted. So wonderful. Now I have to take a scoop. This scoop is love. This scoop is everything. I wanted to scoop it and just eat this, but I had to make my husband's plate first. My husband actually got his plate first because he's not home all the time, and the kids actually do eat first, but I just made his plate and set it on the table with everybody else's. This is actually my plate. I didn't want a lot because I tasted throughout eating. And also, remember, I'm new to this and true to this stay-at-home mom and trucker's wife thing.